What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Josh. For those of you that are new here, I talk quite a bit about mental health, men's mental health, life issues, navigating life in general. And today I'm just going to kind of give a little life update. It's been a few weeks since I posted a video, and there is no reason as to why I haven't. Well, I guess there is, but there's no excuse. I started up school a few weeks ago in my grad program for my spring semester. So I think that has consumed a lot of my energy and time, as well as just like living life and doing things around the house and just keeping up as a person. And this kind of just fell behind as a priority. It's important for me to keep contributing to this channel and posting. I don't want people to think that it hasn't been. It is. And, when I started this channel, I started it with two main intentions. The first intention was for this to be a creative outlet for me. I've never been a artistically creative person, but I've always enjoyed talking to people and talking about real life things and emotions. And I think YouTube is an opportunity for me to talk about certain things that I've experienced through life personally, but also things that I'm learning through my academics that kind of mesh into my lived experiences. And it gives me a forum to kind of speak about those things without any pressure, not any work or academic pressure. This is my baby, and I get to do with it what I want. So it's important for me to kind of keep that creative flow going with whatever videos I'm posting. And that slipped away for a little bit. And I'm okay with that. I'm not mad at myself about it. I just know that sometimes when I let go of certain things for too long, they disappear completely. And I want to make sure that this doesn't disappear. I want to make sure that this channel wasn't just a flash in the pan type thing. I want this to be a real opportunity for myself to keep being creative. And hopefully it's an opportunity for people to come here and feel like they're in a safe environment to listen to what I have to say and feel vulnerable in the process. The second goal of why I made this channel kind of flows into what I was just saying is I wanted this channel to be an opportunity for people to feel heard. I want this channel to be an opportunity for people, but men specifically, to have a place to come to and hopefully resonate or educate themselves, learn, or just feel heard about possible experiences they're going through in daily life that they don't feel like they're being heard or feel like they're have any relation to. Maybe hearing things that I have to say, they can go, damn, that dude knows what the fuck he's talking about, because I feel the same damn way. Like, I can't believe he said that. I think a huge part of growth as an individual is being able to find communities or social engagements with other people who have similar lived experiences with us. It doesn't mean that we should isolate ourselves to communities that think and act exactly how we do. But I think it's really important that we do find communities and relationships with people who have similar lived experiences as we do, who do speak a similar lingo or emotion that we do. So I hope that makes sense. Again, there's no real reason why I haven't been posting. It's not like anything crazy happened in my life. I've just been living my life. And part of living my life means that there's times where I just I kick things to the side for a little bit to just focus on doing absolutely fucking nothing. Because I know that there's going to be a day that comes where I have to prioritize 100% other people in my life over myself. The goal for my wife and I isn't necessarily for it to just be us. We want to grow and have a family at some point. And that means that there's going to be a lot of my life that is dedicated to other aspects. And that doesn't mean that I can't keep doing things like this. I just know it's going to be more difficult. So it's important for me to make this a regular part of who I am. So, you know, the hope is that when other things in my life do come up that do require a lot of attention, I'm able to also recognize that this is still important to me. That's kind of where I'm at. You know, I don't have any major life updates. I guess I can kind of update you with where I'm at personally right now. Like I said, I just started the school semester off. If you're new here, I'm in a counseling and rehabilitation program, a graduate program with the University of South Carolina. You know, the goals with that is, you know, to become a licensed counselor after I graduate, or a therapist, whatever you want to call it. So this is my last full year in the program. You know, I'm still on track to graduate in May of 2027, at the end of the spring semester. I made the decision to try and find a practicum work opportunity this summer. Practicum is kind of like a soft intro into internships. So the goal would be do a practicum opportunity this summer, and then split my internship up between the fall of this year and the spring of next year to get all my hours and things like that. So that's kind of where I'm at. You know, I'm taking 3 classes right now. One of them is asynchronous, so we don't even really formally meet for that class, which I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, it's nice to not have as many classes, obviously, you know, to have to meet and sit for 3 hours in, but it does require you to be much more on top of what you're doing, and you know, sometimes asynchronous classes can kind of fall to the wayside for people. You know, they because they're not meeting formally for classes, they kind of forget they exist, and that can be problematic. So that's kind of where I'm at. If I'm honest, sometimes I struggle with the channel, as far as thinking of ideas to talk about. I guess I just am having a little bit of like a writer's block with certain topics that I want to talk about. I think part of that is because, as I've mentioned in other videos, it's really important for me in this channel to not be clickbaity. I do not want this channel to start trending in the direction of clickbaiting people to feel like I can change their life in a specific way. I never want my channel to have these certain titles that force you to click because you think if you just do X, Y, and Z, you'll have it figured out. And so I think for me that makes finding things to talk about a little more difficult, because these videos often aren't geared and oriented towards being kind of short directed, do 1, 2, and 3 and you will be a better man. You know, if you stop drinking, you'll be a better man. Like, that's not what I want to do. That's not the message that I'm trying to spread. I just really want to talk about mental health and life and navigating events in your life and your identity in life. And sometimes those topics are super broad that it's hard to like narrowly construct ideas for a video. So sometimes these videos are really just going to be like life updates about me and where I'm at. And hopefully still, you know, they can provide some insight into yourself as far as maybe you're going through something similar, you know. So I'm not going to try and drag this out. I just wanted to give a quick update where things were. I am going to try and post more again, but I just wanted to kind of give you all an update. Channel's not dead. It's not going anywhere. Just cruising through life, and I think that's important. So thanks for coming by. I appreciate y'all sticking in here with me. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, please. It does help the channel. You know, leave a comment about what type of videos you would like to see, if there's any topics you want to see me talk on, what questions you have, and I'll see you in the next video. See you guys.